on for just a brief second, and I named this particular broadcast "The Jig Is Up," and it dawned on me about something. Like, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this here, and then I'm going to take myself in the house and take my shoes off my feet. My goodness, and feed the dogs and give them a little outing so I can just like sit down really. Like I'm so sleepy today because I get up like at 4, 3 o'clock in the morning and I gotta be on high functioning most of the day and then only to like burn down right now. So I'm like really I don't have like that much fuel in my natural tank. But anyways, I came on because I caught this to jig up. And I was thinking, man, stuff is just like right out in the opening. And I promise y'all I'll be quick. Stuff is like blatant. No holds bar anymore. Nobody's holding back anything. I mean, at this point, I feel like if somebody still walking around here talking about acting like they don't see what's going on, because there are some confused people, and some people that don't want to see. It's like you have to be like, open your eyes, and they saying, no, 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 no. I really don't want to see. What I'm really in essence trying to tell you is that for people to be delusional at this stage of the game, at this stage of life, either something wrong with them or they just completely sold out that this is where they want to be. They love this world and this is what they want, where they want to be. Or I mean, man, I don't even have another reason. Honestly, I don't. And so I was like, Father, this is so odd. And then it dawned on me. There's nothing that this world can really lie to the masses about anymore. So if the masses just choose to go their own way, it's really because that's that's where they want to be. If they choose to just do their own thing, it's because that's what they want to do. It's not because they don't know the truth. So like for instance, when there's a club or something or a concert and people get injured or hurt or stampede or worse, death, things like that, and then they have another concert in that same building and somebody, the next week is somebody or the next month or whatever, and people know what happened in that particular place, and they'll still go because they enjoy the events, that they are willing to ignore the facts of what has happened in that particular building. That particular situation could happen in that building several times over, and people will still frequent them places. Why? Because they are in love with the events of things, the entertainment. They don't care about the facts. They don't care that things have really happened to people. So, anyways, the jig is up. The bottom line is, I can see why this society has become blatant in their agendas. Blatant. They're not hiding anything anymore. They're not telling you, they're not covering up anything anymore. They don't care what you know. They don't care what you find out. They don't care what truth you feel like you may be able to compare to everything that somebody else can deem as a lie. Guess what? They don't care. Why? Because the jig is up. Like, I feel like I'm looking at a flying saucer right now. Wait, hold up. What is this flying in the air? A drone or something? Maybe a drone. All right. Well, head on, lady. The jig is up. And I'm going to tell you exactly how this goes. Nobody has to hide anything anymore. People still doing the same stuff and run when all of the information has been presented, all of the statistics have been presented, all of the documentation has been presented. Everything to prove. Hi, Michael. Lessons, shalom and grace. Everything. And I'm not gonna be on here before a second. I done drove around in a block three times around the block just so I can get this out. Everything has been laid on the table visibly, openly. for people to read, see, and study and compare. And folks is still lining up like cattle to the slaughter for whatever that means to whomever, whatever it is. Whatever it is. You can turn on every channel now and you will find where they're like, hey, take this herb, do this, do this, do that. And people are still flood the offices to get a prescription of something that's going to have other ailments, suppressing stuff, and your body is rejecting it, getting more sick of trying to fight all stuff. All right, that's just an example. They could tell you that, hey, look, there are barely jobs out here, and the jobs that they have, well, we'll say that there are jobs out here, but they might not be the jobs that people, and folks will still go to those major institutions and continue to send their kids to these institutions to get that piece of paper costing over X amount of dollars or thousands, in the thousands, for something that may not even be worth anything. So I know that we're supposed to keep going and we're supposed to be, keep living. But wouldn't we redirect some things? If I know that it's going to be a dead end down this street, isn't it only common sense, family, for me to turn on a different street, still trying to get to the same destination possibly, but at least I'd make sure I take a different route. But some of us, I guess we like to see the signs that say there's no outlet here, and we'll drive down. Maybe it's just to make sure. That's the only thing I could come up with. If you see the big orange sign saying that there's no outlet, folks maybe they just want to drive around a cul-de-sac or get to the end of the line where it says dead end, only to have to make a U-turn and find another route eventually. But the part that could be a problem is when we try to do the dead end or go down the dead end. And it would be sad if there was something happening down there that could potentially cause some type of destruction. The Bible tells us that there's warning before destruction. There's warning before a fall. And a lot of the problem is pride or just too much trust in the wrong things. I'm going to make this plain and I'm getting ready to go. Everything has been laid out. There's no reason for people not to have or make sound decisions using wise judgment. And if you can't do that, then find wise counsel. There are people. You ain't got to go where they selling something or promoting something. Why would I go to the party that is, offering the invite or the invitation? Wouldn't I try to find somebody who's neutral, that's not going to gain or benefit from the decision either which way? So why am I looking for the individuals that's pushing a certain thing to give me the information about a product that they clearly are the ones endorsing? It makes no sense. Listen, the jig is up. That's why everything is blatant in your face. They ain't hiding nothing no more, because it's nothing. They can't turn around the masses at this point. Too many people are now aware that stuff ain't right. It's like the day you find out there's no Santa Claus, for those back in the day when we were believers in that. And I ain't here to go over that stuff. I done told y'all I don't celebrate, okay? None of the holidays. But y'all remember back in the day when we was, all we talking about the group. Well, let's just go ahead. When you believed, or when you were believing that there was a Santa Claus, it's like Christmas meant something different when you thought that was this plump character in a hot polyester cotton blend, I don't know, shade costume with some boots on or whatever, and this blonde curly wig. We were so in love with that. And I don't remember everything. I just remember if you was good, you got some gifts. If you was bad or not, your behavior wasn't good, you would get these I guess like some coals in your sock. Like what is the coals for? Kind of make me think, that's some stuff you would find in hell, wouldn't you? Man, some coals, some sulfur. How come it couldn't be that you would just get some rocks or some dirt? It was like coals, like something for cooking with, something to ignite a fire. Look, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into the symbols and all of that, but I'm just telling you how stuff looked to me. And we thought this was real, even to the point we was so sold on it. We was putting our kids on some strange man's lap, and we ain't know nothing about this man. All we know is that he represented so-called Christmas. And then the reindeers flying in the air, pulling his heavy self in a sled and all of the gifts for everybody all around the world. Hmm. He's supposed to slide down our chimney. Well, what if you don't have a fireplace? Where is he then? Meaning we don't ask no questions. We don't even try to identify with truth. We don't even try to see. We just go on what people tell us. We were children then. We expect that from children. But what's happening in the world today when you still being sold fairy tales and lies and the stuff don't even add up. And we still like, yeah, you right. Of course, I'm using this as a metaphor for you to understand or people listening in. How is it that all of everything is clear as day, but we just want to believe in stuff, anything, always looking for a out or a fun time or easy way of going. Are we willing to accept what anybody tell us? Anyone. You say this is gonna keep me healthy, but I could still not be. You say this is gonna do okay. You say come over here and get these prescriptions, but I'm gonna still be ill, and I might have. It's gonna cause blindness, stuffy nose, scratchy throat, broken teeth, brittle bones, curved spine, cleft lip. Come on, y'all, and we'll still sign up and won't even take the route of just changing your diet. I don't know. What's wrong? So all while they were speeding us, this man in this red suit and these gifts coming down a chimney, even when you didn't have no fireplace. I guess he was just gonna be stuck in your attic or in the in the chimney itself. I don't know. But as children, we understand. But you remember what happened the day when somebody let the cat out the bag. You went to school and that bad kid said, "That's why you still believe in Santa Claus." And you like, what? Wait a minute, what you mean? Ain't no Santa Claus, girl. That's your or boy. That's your mom and your daddy putting the gifts up under the tree. It's no Santa Claus. Ruin your entire day. Matter of fact, some of us felt like our lives was ruined behind that bit of information. And you couldn't wait. I bet nobody even remember what they learned that day. All you knew is that somebody said there was no Santa Claus. Bust your bubble. But I guarantee you, when you got home, you asked your mama and your daddy, is what little Thomas said, is it true? There's no Santa Claus? Now, when I asked my mother, she was like, girl, it ain't never been no Santa Claus, which made it even worse. My heart was could have been broken for a day, but she made sure it was broken for the week. But nevertheless, I'm here just to share with you how now that the world is waking up, they can't stop the fact that the truth is spreading a whole lot faster than the lies. See, as long as the lies were, it was always happening. As long as the lies could cover it up, all of the mess, it was good. Enjoy your travel, enjoy your life, enjoy your so-called freedom. Enjoy it, people. Laugh and get drunk. Eat and get fat and full. Hmm. But now we're at the end of the age, and people are waking up from their slumber. And guess what? They can't stop it anymore. The jig is up, and now they done tried to put band-aids over stuff by saying, hey, come on over here and get this, it'll help you because we got this stuff going on. And they put all this stuff out here, and it's like, come, look, come back into this, come back. And the people, like, at first they was running there, but eventually I think people are starting to see, because if they weren't, there wouldn't be any protesting or anything. You wouldn't see so much upheaval in different places. It just hasn't gotten all around yet. The eyes are opening now. Now people starting to see that the church, what it came to do. People trying, they starting to see about all the tithes and offerings. They starting to see about the mortgages and the notes and all of the dream stuff we were supposed to get and the life we were supposed to live and education and everything. And people are starting to see. You mean to tell me all of these were interconnected, intertwined, all serving the same purpose? And oops, we thought that everything was different. And we were supposed to learn from everything and pull the resources together and make like a collaboration of things that, or a collaboration of ideas and stuff we should have gleaned, ideas, information. All of this, we were supposed to pull it together and we were supposed to be better people. And what we found out is that none of this led to our betterment. It all led to somebody else. It was all for somebody else. Didn't even understand that we were really being roped in and used. But this is just my perception, okay? And now that the jig is up, they can't stop it. Now when your parents, when you find out there's no Santa Claus, Christmas just isn't the same. Now, it's still fun for kids to open toys and stuff, but eventually as time goes, they should be growing up now. If they still waiting on some stuff under the tree and they didn't known about Santa Claus for years, see, we spoil them. And guess what we have to keep doing? Giving bigger gifts, more expensive gifts, so the gifts get smaller and more expensive. Why? Because we got to keep exciting them every Christmas. A Barbie doll ain't gonna do anymore. Anymore, your homemade trinkets, they don't work no more. So you gotta up the ante. And so now we at the we got some stuff going on in the world now, and they've upped the ante to try to keep us caught up in it. But now people starting to see through this. Don't have the same meaning anymore. And now guess what? Now that the stuff is not roping you in the way that it used to, what is happening now? What do we do at Christmas time when the kids get old enough and it don't work? You start giving money, a gift card, or better, gifts not even wrapped or just put in the hand. And then it gets to the place that people don't even really celebrate the stuff anymore. Here you go. Or just Merry Christmas. We'll start on the next generation, lying to them and giving them gifts. We start all over. Because now that the older ones understand, they start roping in the next generation because it doesn't impress or excite you anymore. And so now things are blatant out in the open and no nobody got to give you no gift no more. You understand? And it's for the kids. And what they doing? Heading to the kids, to rope in another generation. And now that it doesn't work on you anymore, it's blatantly out in the opening now. Nobody should be fooled. Nobody should be confused. Nobody should still be asking questions about stuff that's pretty obvious at this point. The bottom line is that's why you see the evil and the wicked stuff that you see now. No rest, no peace, no justice. Everywhere you look, calamities, confusion, climate changes that are very absurd and strange for the seasons in certain places because everything is out in the open and now. It's no reason to hold back nothing anymore. No reason. Everything that could happen now will start happening because there's no reason to hide it. There's no reason to pacify you or rock you to sleep anymore because you done got up now and said, this ain't working for me. And when people start losing control, one or two things going to happen. They're going to leave and something else will take over, or they're going to try to get the control back by any means necessary, by any means. And they're going to force, it's going to become a struggle, power struggle. Who's going to have it? And of course, the ones that have always dominated in that area, they're not going to want to lose that because that would mean I would have to turn around and be what you used to be to me. Now, who wants to do that? I liked you on the bottom. And now you want to be an equal, or even possibly my fears are you might want to be over me. I'm not wanting to fall out of my place or my position. So I'm willing to fight for it. But see, the stronger hand don't have to fight in the way that you think. When they've been used to controlling everything, they'll just use the measures that they've always used to control. But they'll just up the ante now. And I would say the best thing for the people that eyes are opening is to continue to awaken, continue to have understanding. Hallelujah. Continue to have understanding and continue to draw nigh to that one that has created everything. That's the best way. And to be neutral about stuff that's supposed to make you angry. Be neutral about the stuff that's supposed to make you fearful. Be neutral about the stuff that's supposed to make you cry. Be neutral about the stuff that's supposed to make you laugh and entertain you. Meaning you ain't phased with none of it one way or another. The only thing that matters is your life, those that the Father gave you stewardship over, and your relationship first and foremost with the Most High. So when somebody holding up picket signs talking about, come on, huh? Mm-mm. I don't have no dog in that race. Well, wait a minute. But green lives matter. Well, you better take a look at the agenda. Go in and find out what is this really about. Oh man, I found out. It really wasn't about green lives. It was about stripes or polka dots, something different. So now you made me think one thing when it was really something else. And you had everybody bagging you up, not even knowing what they really was out there for. And you used a color or people to hmm, push your agenda when you really never had their lives in your thought process at all. You never went to benefit them, but you needed them. You needed them. Hey, Miss Toya, blessings. Shalom. So let's be careful about what we're backing up. Let's be careful about what we're listening to. Let's not get excited about what other people say. If you're not willing to find out by studying to show yourself approved, looking a little deeper, why are you standing on a ledge and somebody saying, jump? It's water below. But you so high up, you didn't even know that that wasn't water. It was just clouds, a condensation. By the time you went through that level or that layer, it was on the bottom of it was nothing but concrete. Stop jumping when people say jump. Stop. I can't tell you what not. I'm not gonna say stop. I'll say be sure before you leap. You can't ask questions from the individual that mapped out the plan. That don't make sense. Why would I do that? Because if they selling me a product and you're selling me, I don't know. Mm, no. I was trying to think of something. The only thing I could come up with is if they was selling me sugar-free donuts or something. Something they made me think I needed. Well, why would I ask the person who made the donuts? They're gonna tell me it's sugar-free. But then if I took it to somebody that, don't benefit one way or another and said, "Would you test this?" And they say, "Oh, well, it's got more than 25 grams of sugar in it or something." Like, well, he said sugar free. Of course, he's going to say the very thing that you need to hear because he's pushing his incentive. I mean, he's pushing that. His scenario, what they call it? Push your scenario, you understand. Nevertheless, I hope you gleaned something. I don't want to be here too long. Just saying to you, find out everything. And the jig is up. That's why nobody's hiding anything anymore. So if somebody go and walk towards a burning building thinking they gonna go in, because wait, that's like saying, okay, it's raining outside, go in to the building. But the building, I see smoke coming out. Wait, it's raining outside, pouring down raining, but you telling me to go in the building where it's clearly a bellows of smoke or bales of smoke coming out. Thank you, Toya. So tell me, why are there percentages of people running into the building where the smoke is coming out trying to avoid rain falling down on their head? So you're going to tell me inhaling smoke just to avoid getting wet? I'm like, but if you got wet, couldn't you dry off? But I can't assure you that going up in the smoke, in the smoky building, wouldn't be more hazardous for your health. So I'm gonna put it this way. Just because somebody said you could get sick don't mean you can't recover. But then if you give me something unknown, okay, I'm gonna leave that there. You get it. I hope you understood. All right. It's been so sweet. It's been so lovely. And I hope ain't nobody mad. And I can't say everything. I can't. I can't say everything because I'm not trying to get in trouble with people. But I'm trying to get people to understand and break things down. I'm a school teacher for sixth, seventh, and eighth graders. And so this is what I have to do all day. Break stuff down to the smallest, minute, a bit of no, I have to make it so simplistic that anybody could figure it out. And I'm not trying to deal with you like your children. I'm trying to get you to see you can't go running everywhere doing things that people say will help. You're asking the source about their product, and they're going to always push what works for them, even if they don't understand it all themselves. The best salesperson is a salesperson, one that sells stuff. And if they can sell stuff, they great at their craft. Even if they don't own the product themselves. I done sold a lot of stuff through the years. I sold furs and made good money and never owned a fur, even to this day. Well, I hope this blessed someone and I hope you understood. Now, if you already been sold the okey doke and you already signed up and you already went in the building to get the smoke, trying to avoid the rain, hmm and now you regret, I would say this: trust the Most High, go on a fast, and pray to have an answer that will benefit you, and turn off all of the bad information that you're getting ready to turn into something evil, and you're going to be eating raw meat, and you're going to be barking like a dog and howling at the moon. Keep your mind stayed on things that are pure and lovely and true. Absorb the word, eat that, and live and keep living. I pray shalom, grace, and mercy be upon each and every last one of you. Toya, it's good to always see you. I appreciate you so much. And thanks for the new listener. I believe you knew, and that was Michael. Michael, what's your last name, Mike? I saw you on here. Wait a minute, it's like you just went away. Mr. Murray, bless you. And thank you so much. And y'all have a great night. I'm getting ready to eat and let the dogs out. And it's dark outside and I'm still sitting here. I could have went to the gym and messed around and bought me some ice cream. I've been good though. I ain't ate nothing but plant-based food all week. And I'm probably about to blow it. But I would just like a little cream. Just a little cream. And then I'm gonna have to run like crazy, like somebody chasing me on the treadmill tomorrow. All right, family. Love y'all, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming, y'all. Good night.